How's it going, YouTube? This is Wake Run Collapse, and oh my goodness, Sun and Moon 2 Booster Box number 2, Alolan Moonlight, is finally kicking off. This box art is just absolute power. I'm really excited to dig into this. The Tapu Lele GX that everybody has been talking about is available in this set. I've got Lycanroc GX, Wishiwashi GX, Metagross GX, and of course, potentially some really amazing stuff inside of this box. And I've got 12 of these to open on the channel over the course of the next week or so, just like the islands awaiting you booster boxes, if you are excited as we take this tour of the box. If you are excited to see what could be pulled inside of this booster box, 30 booster packs, 5 cards per pack, all Japanese. Please make sure you hit that like button down below. It is a great way to gauge you guys' interest and support for the channel and for what I am doing here. So I strongly encourage you to do it if you enjoy this video, or just the content I produce in general. Oh, let's get into this. Box 1 of Islands Awaiting You was very nice to us. Very nice indeed. And we're hoping to capture that feeling, that experience with this box of Alolan Moonlight. Ooh, very nice. As I have mentioned before, this box has been selling out rather frequently on AmiAmi.com, which is where I purchased these from in the first place. Wow, that's really cool. That Lycanroc just looks amazing. So I'm delighted to have 12 boxes here. I'm not set in stone that I will only open 12 boxes. If the support is really there for these openings, if the sales go well, you know, if all the things fall into place, I definitely am not taking the idea of opening more boxes off the Whale Party. Sorry, you guys needed one of them. It's the Whale Party. It's Wailord. But yeah, I'm not taking the idea of opening more boxes off the table. This is kind of adorable artwork, and obviously, I have a storied history with Wailord, but yeah, that's pretty fantastic. So here we have a Goomy, a Phantump, Metang, and this one is Hilltop Stream, but I've seen it defined differently. That one allows, it's a stadium card, allows players on each side once per turn to search their deck for a water or fire Pokemon and play it to the bench, I think is how it works. So there's another new trainer. This is Rescue Stretcher. Lets you search your discard pile for either one Pokemon and put it into your hand, or 3 Pokemon and put them shuffled back into your deck. Here we have a Murkrow. This is Salandit. This is another new Pokemon. Beldum. And our first holo is a great one. It's Chandelure. I've always liked Chandelure holos, and this one is no different. I think maybe my absolute favorite is the one from Black and White. Is it 8, I think? Maybe I'm misremembering, but I think there was one in one of those sets. But I've definitely liked them all through time, and this one is no different. Looks really nice. So we've got a Trevenant here. There's Sliggoo. A Rockruff, looking all cute and stuff. A Trubbish, you know, also looking cute. Let's give credit where credit is due. You are not as garbage as you are, which is garbage. And a Whimsicott. Very nice. I love the blue on these packs as well. It's really nice. We've got ourselves a Garbodor, Lampent, Castform. Oh, I always like Castform. Tentacool, and an Alolan Golem holo. This is wild looking. I actually did check in advance. It's got 2 attacks. The first one does 80 times the number of heads that you flip, and you flip a coin for every lightning energy, I think. And Heavy Slam does 200 minus 30 for every energy in the defending Pokemon's retreat cost. Plus, look at that. Oh, the artwork is just amazing. It's really cool. We've got Alomomola, Alolan Geodude, a Fletchinder, yes, a Cottony, and this one is Mallow. Get out your Womp Gloves, you guys. If anyone gets that reference, you rock. And feel free to leave it in the comment section if you know what the heck I'm talking about. So, Mallow lets you search your deck for 2 cards, you shuffle the rest of your deck, and then you take those 2 cards you search for and put them on the top of your deck in any order that you like. So as long as your deck is not disrupted before you're able to get at those cards, that could be pretty helpful. This one is Salazzle, the evolved form of Salandit. There's another Phantump, a Pancham, getting his food on, Patrat, and our first GX of this Alolan Moonlight booster box, my boy, my star, Wishiwashi GX. A hilarious name for a hilarious looking card. You got the little minnow, and then you got the big boy over on the left, taking up, the other 97% of the card. So it does Water Gun for 20. The 120 damage attack is called Microburst Vortex, I think. And it lets you discard a special energy attached to the defending Pokemon. In Blue Surge GX down at the bottom for 220. Also causes you to take all the energy off of this Pokemon and redistribute them to your benched Pokemon. Which can actually, I would think, if you're using the GX attack, knowing it's going to get knocked out next turn, it allows you to kind of save that energy. So I can see how it would be beneficial, despite the extreme cost associated with playing the card. But yeah, that's pretty awesome. Oh, Wishiwashi. Here we have a Honchkrow. Actually, that's pretty solid looking. There's the regular Wishiwashi that y'all know. A Gligar, a Watchog, and Gliscor. This is bound to be another fairly lengthy opening, as we do want to appreciate the beautiful and colorful artwork. The Tentacruel Litwick, Murkrow, Wailmer, and a Dhelmise Hollow. Am I pronouncing that correctly? The weird looking thing that looks like an anchor and like a boat's steering wheel all put together. It's a pretty cool looking Pokemon, you gotta say. I mean, it's cool. And they definitely went with an interesting design here, without being totally ridiculous and, dare I say, kind of stupid, when you're looking at something like Comfey or Ring of Flowers. I don't know. I'm not the target audience to appreciate Comfey. I do appreciate this Aqua Patch, though. Aqua Patch, I would imagine this worked just like Dark Patch did. Lets you attach a water energy from your discard pile to one of your basic benched Pokemon? Is that how it works? Or to one of your basic benched water Pokemon? Or it's some combination like that. It's pretty close to that. Salandit, a Fletchling, Goomy, and Talonflame. Talonflame not being fire type, it's just confusing. So the Hilltop Stream, Metang, a Trubbish, Tentacool, and Sableye. What are you doing? What are you doing there? You thought no one would catch you in that particular pose, but now that's on a Pokemon card, and we're all fine with it. So got ourselves a Pangoro, a Alolan Graveler, which I'm probably going to call a Alolan Golem at one point or another, Castform, Geodude, and Mimikyu. Sorry, it took me a second to figure it out. I couldn't see past its disguise. Wink. So Mimikyu, obviously notorious in the Pokemon community already, especially amongst those who do any sort of competitive battling. I'm sure you are well versed in the Mimikyu-ness. Well, you're going to see a lot of them in booster boxes of Alolan Moonlight. There's another Wailord, very nice. Phantump, Sliggoo, Wishiwashi, and a Rescue Stretcher. I think there's still one trainer I haven't gotten yet, but I don't quite remember. Alright, we have ourselves a Whimsicott, Beldum, Pancham, Patrat, and a Minior Hollow. I don't know what Minior is supposed to be, and I really just learned his name and his design because he was on a holographic card and I'd have to say his name, but he definitely has an attack that is Explosion. It's an auto knockout for himself and does 190 damage for 3 fighting energy. It's called like Cosmoplosion or something like that. It's pretty fun. So you'll be seeing more of him too. Alrighty, Trevenant, Cottonee, a Litwick? No, yeah, Litwick. Fletchinder, and a Garbodor. Almost wanted to call it Lampent for a second. Almost. Last pack of the left side of the box. Gonna give us an Alomomola, Trubbish, Rockruff, a Lampent, there it is, and a holographic Goodra. Not even bad. too much Goodra, I think, we've gotten so far, but not totally to the point of oversaturation, so I will accept the presence of this card, I suppose. 7 packs is enough to cushion. Plop those right in there. And on to the second half of the box. So we've got another Tentacruel, Castform, Beldum, Lampent, and another Hilltop Stream, or whatever y'all want to call it. I'll probably recheck some of the translations after a couple of boxes. So we have Whimsicott, a Patrat, Tentacool, Pancham, and a Metagross GX. Very nice. So it's got an ability called Geotech System, which lets you, once per turn, attach a Psychic or Metal Energy to your active Pokemon from, I don't remember if it's a discard pile or from your deck. I think it's your discard pile. Giga Hammer does 150 damage right there, but you can't use that attack next turn. And then you've got Algorithm GX, which is a great name for an attack for a math major like me. Never seen that word before. Which lets you search your deck for up to 5 cards and place them into your hand. How about that? Alright, so we have Alomomola and these other friends that we've seen a few times before. So we can kind of speed up a little bit here, I think. So plowing through the rest of these boxes. We've got a Honchkrow, a Fletchinder, Murkrow, Goomy, and another Alolan Golem Holo. While I have your attention, make sure to drop into the comment section below and let me know what some of your favorite cards from this Alolan Moonlight expansion is. Of course, I ask all of you, please do not blatantly spoil polls from this video in the comment section. I know people shouldn't be reading comments before they watch the video, but that is the way that I prefer it because I don't want people's experiences to be ruined if I can help it. So don't be surprised if I delete your comments if you have something in there like that. We've got Pangoro, Alolan Graveler, Litwick, Wishiwashi, and Trevenant. Alright, another Whale Party, very nice. Fletchling, Lampent, Gligar. Oh my! A beautiful, striking, Mallow full art supporter. What a find. They did a fantastic job with this card. The character herself is very colorful, which I think is nice, but the rose essence and like the rainbow of the holo in the back is just this card looks so good. Why does this card look so good? It's, now that I'm looking at it, it's off-center as hell, which you don't really see with Japanese cards often. There's your top left-hand border. Check your bottom right-hand border. How you doing? Yeah, that is pretty far off-center. I was actually speaking to someone who used to have a channel who is underground right now, and they were remarking on the lack of border control on some cards, especially cards like this, but wow, that is a stunning looking card, even with the imperfection. You got 55 out of 50, super rare. I am happy to keep this going. Can we keep getting super rares and hyper rares every single box? Did they maybe actually up the pull rates? Yeah, I know, very small sample size, don't care. Still excited, still happy. Ah, yes. Love it. That's the way you start. A super rare in box 1 of Islands awaiting you, super rare in box 1 of Alolan Moonlight. That's what you want to see as a content creator. You want to see the cards that you need to be pulled. It's very nice. There's another Minior Holo. Like I said, honestly, if I really enjoy these sets, then you're going to see me open more of it. And you're going to see that adjustment be made for future purchases. I didn't make my purchase until late for Ami Ami, and I wanted to ensure a booster case's worth of each set, so that's what I did. As we have a Salazzle, a Phantom, Patrat, Sliggoo, and another Dhelmise Holo. And I actually do have another website kind of locked up to be able to make another purchase from at a reasonable cost. Not quite as good as OmniAmi, but where they have the 12-box limit now, I have another place I can go if I need to, which is always encouraging. There's the non-spectacular version of Mallow. There's a Murkrow Salandit, and then Salazzle is the other one. Salamander. This is going to be a, what are they called? As we get Tentacruel and Tentacruel, a Puff situation, I think, with Swirlix and Slurpuff. That's probably going to be what ends up happening. Salandit being the basic, something like that. Anyways, Honchkrow, Pancham, Geodude, Castform. Nice! That is a money card right there. Tapu Lele GX. I kid you not, I saw this card on eBay for $45 yesterday. $45. So, the reason why, if you're not already familiar, Tapu Lele GX has an ability called Wonder Touch. When you play it to the bench, you can search your deck for a supporter and put it in your hand. So, that's pretty crazy. Got an attack right there for a DCE, Energy Drive, I think, which does 20 times the number of energy attached to both you and your defending Pokemon, but it ignores weakness or resistance. So it's like X-Ball from Mewtwo Wars, but it ignores that part of it, which I think is pretty cool. And then down at the bottom, it's got Kapu Cure GX. I don't know if it's supposed to be Tapu Cure, but I saw it listed as Kapu Cure, which lets you fully heal 2 Pokemon on your bench. Yes, someone on eBay thinks that this is a $45 card, that this is the next reincarnation of Shaman. Now, I get that it is new, and this is going to be, for sure, the most expensive GX, but when I sell my duplicates, this card is not going to be $45. It's not going to be $35, it's not going to be $30. It's going to be below $30 because I'm a reasonable person. I'm going to check to see what it's selling at when I post my sale video, and then I will make an appropriate judgment based on that. As Alpha Investments would say, I'm not out to take you to Hose Town. But I'm really excited I got one in the first box. That part's pretty cool. It's got a Sableye, Litwick, Fletchinder, Wishiwashi, and another Mimikyu. Looks like the only GX we're missing after one box of each expansion is going to be the Lycanroc GX. And that's not a bad way to go, I must say. Not a bad way to go at all. Realizing this video is going to be longer than the first one. Pangoro, Fletchling, Alolan Graveler, Gliscor, and Aquapatch. And on to our last pack. It's kind of bent over a little bit. Don't even. Come on, guys. Don't do it. We've got a Talonflame, a Cottony Beldum, a Watchog, and another Goodra to finish this out. Another box quite in line with my hopes for how these were going to start out, and a great start for you guys as viewers, just to whet your appetite for what wonderful things might be coming next. So I'm going to post a booster box of each expansion Monday through Friday. Yes, Monday through Friday I will do that. And then we've got our 100 pack opening of Islands Awaiting You on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we've got 100 packs of Alolan Moonlight, with boxes 11 and 12 to finish it up next Monday and Tuesday if all goes well. Let's take a look at our holos of Chandelure, Alolan Golem, Dhelmise, Mimikyu, Minior, Goodra, Alolan Golem, Minior, Dhelmise, Goodra, and Mimikyu. Wishiwashi GX, which I simply cannot get enough of. I love this card. Metagross GX, Tapu Lele GX, and the Full Art Supporter Mallow. Thank you all so much for watching. It really means the world to me that you turned up for this video. Please consider subscribing if you have not done so already, but of course hit the like button if you got all the way to the end. Drop a comment down below sharing your favorite cards from this set. It's a wonderful way to show your support, and I will see you back here tomorrow.